And we're back! That's right, ladies and gentlemen, vacation is over. Welcome to episode 33 of the Fallout 4 Mod Vault. This is the Ranger hat for Fallout 4, and if you're wondering why I sound so happy about this, don't worry about it, it's not really important. All that matters is this hat is now available in the Commonwealth. The hat comes in a variety of colours including black, grey, blue and brown, and you can have it with or without rings. And you don't have to choose the colour and type at install time, you can have all of these different hats for the same character, so you can change your outfit at will. Beyond that, there's not really a lot you need to know. You place it on your head and you look cool. And if you really want to capture that New Vegas vibe, the mod also gives you authority glasses. There is no transparency on these glasses at the moment, but the mod author has said he is looking into adding that. Again, there is not a lot else to say. These glasses, you place them on your face and again look cool. And yes, I'm already missing Jack. There are many mods that allow you to change the textures for the Pip-Boy. You can change the colour, the quality, whether or not it's rough or new looking. I've even covered a few of these mods on this channel. However, all of these mods share one thing in common, and that is you cannot change the colour or the look of your Pip-Boy in-game. You choose how it looks and you're stuck with it unless you change the mod. But with a mod called Pip-Boy Customization Framework, all that changes. You can now alter the look of your Pip-Boy in-game at a crafting station. You can change the colour of the Pip-Boy itself or the dials. You can change the logo or the background on the screen. You can change the colour of the lights. You can change the screen itself, whether it's dusty, cracked, greasy and so on. This mod also allows you to craft new Pip-Boys and change the colours and functionality for each one so that you have a different Pip-Boy for every occasion. And believe it or not, you can even add some extra functionality to it as well. I'll talk about that a little later. The first time you load a game after installing the mod, a few items will appear in your Pip-Boy inventory. I'll start by showing you the aid section, which has a few items that will help you do some maintenance. I'm not going to cover them here. You'll probably also notice the screen is cracked and somewhat dirty. Under the miscellaneous section, you will find a settings holotape. I'm using an inventory sorter, so they get placed in this section, and you can change a number of settings for this mod. But the primary thing you need to know about is you now have a Pip-Boy in your inventory. You can see it here and it is selected. The default one seems to be a cracked, dirty, greasy Pip-Boy edition. The first thing I recommend you do is hotkey this item. I'm going to do that now. And the reason I suggest you do that is you can now actually remove the Pip-Boy completely. As you can see, I no longer have a Pip-Boy on my arm, and this will make life a little difficult for you if you haven't hotkeyed it. I have, so I can bring it back. To begin customizing this, you're going to need to go to your armor workbench, activate it as normal, and then select the Pip-Boy in question. If all you have installed is the framework mod itself, you will get a few options. You can change the labels, you can change the dials, the lights, and you can change the screen to make it cracked or dirty. And there is this miscellaneous section which I will show you later on. But you can't change the colour of the Pip-Boy by default. Like I said, this mod is a framework. So what I've done now is I've installed another mod, a mod that is compatible with the framework called Pip-Boy Customization Pack, and now when I open up the Pip-Boy crafting section, you can see a lot more options, including front paint and back paint. Let's pick something worn, legacy worn, temptress front. I have no idea what that is. I have absolutely no idea. Let's randomly pick a front paint and a back paint. Let's have GB. Have we got GB worn gorgeous green? Let's go for gorgeous green and temptress. I have no idea what I have just done to my Pip-Boy. Let's find out. That's kind of horrible. So yes, I now have temptress red and gorgeous green. Not necessarily the best choices. Let's try the legacy worn heavy metal paint and see if that is a little better. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. A nice dark green, is that? Actually, I quite like that. So now I've changed the font for these labels. You can change the colour of those labels. You can have them pink if you want, purple, white. There's a green option. I'm going to go with green with white rads. What that will do is it will make the main labels bright green and the radiation label should be white. Yeah, there you go, white and green. Yes, let's go for a dusty, dirty screen, but one without any cracks. Yeah, that's a little better, isn't it? This mod does allow filtering options. So for example, if you look at the front paint options, there are an awful lot of them. But if I go back and go to category front and change it so that it only gives me the corporation options, and then I go back, you'll see corporate clean and corporate worn, and that is it. You get the same filtering for things like dials and buttons, the screen, and even the background. Oh, I didn't select a background, did I? Let's select the Minutemen background for my Pip-Boy and see how that looks. There you go, I've actually got a Minuteman flag background. Obviously, one of the great features of this mod is the fact that you can create new Pip-Boys. So you can have your favourite Pip-Boy for general use and then maybe one or two other Pip-Boys for different outfits. And to create your Pip-Boy, you create it at either the chemistry station or the Armorsmith workbench if you are using the armor weapons keyword resource mod. And you simply go to the Pip-Boy construction section and you're going to choose either the head emitter for the head mounted flashlight or the standard Pip-Boy light version. And as you can see, you need to create an armband, a faceplate and a processor first. You will need some ranks in armor and science to do this, but the process is pretty damn simple. You just create the parts and then create the new Pip-Boy. I have just created a brand new Pip-Boy. I can hotkey it, I can customize it as I like. I did mention there is an option to add some extra functionality to your Pip-Boy, and that is under the miscellaneous section, and you will probably recognize most of these as being things from the power armor. You can select, for example, a Stealth Boy option for your Pip-Boy, and it will do exactly what you expect it to do. Give you a stealth field when you crouch. This is obviously pretty powerful. This adds new features to your Pip-Boy. You are going to have to decide if you want to use that or not. This is a great mod and I'm surprised it doesn't have a lot more attention. It's a great idea, it's very well done, it fits the game. It doesn't feel much different to customizing your power armor or other pieces of armor, and it makes a lot of sense. What I'm hoping for now is mod authors who create skins or texture replacers for the Pip-Boy will make compatible versions that can work with this framework. The good news is one popular Pip-Boy mod has already done that. The latest version of the Holographic Pip-Boy is compatible with the Pip-Boy Customization framework. For those of you that do not know, it is a mod that replaces your Pip-Boy with a holographic representation of one. It functions pretty much identically to your normal Pip-Boy. The screen only appears when you open the Pip-Boy. When you close it, it will disappear and be pretty hard to see actually. If you're using the customization framework compatible version, you get a toggle under aid that allows you to turn the holographic nature of your Pip-Boy on and off as often as you like. You customize your holographic Pip-Boy the same way you do the normal Pip-Boy. The difference is there are a lot less options. You can choose a different color. I'm going to choose green for example. And you can change the background to, let's use the Vault-Tec background. And you still get the option to add the things like recon sensors, so I'm going to do that. Obviously all of the other options don't make a lot of sense, but I now have a green holographic Pip-Boy with recon sensors. Unfortunately, at the time of making this video, you cannot craft more holographic Pip-Boys, so you have to choose a colour and stick with it at least until you get back to a workbench.
How much is that doggy in the window?
This is Fluffy. He's my new best friend. He's very clever.
How much is that dog?
He's playful. And he's very affectionate.
Doggies for sale.
Unfortunately, I'm going away for a while and I won't be able to look after Fluffy properly. So I'm looking for somebody who can take care of him. He does need a lot of exercise and attention and he enjoys meeting new people. So if you've got the time and space to look after my best friend for me, please click the link down below. But please remember that if you take Fluffy for a walk, bring a good supply of body bags with you. Show consideration for your fellow travellers and always scoop up the mess that your dog makes. A clean Commonwealth is a happy Commonwealth. And that is all we have time for this week. Of course, I'm going to end this video as I always do with screenshots that you guys have been posting. I may have been on vacation, but you guys have not. There have been a lot of great submissions. If you would like to add a screenshot for me to use in one of these videos, I will put a link down below to another video that will show you exactly how you can do that, and let me thank you in advance for doing so. I'll be back next week with more great mods to share with you, and I would love it if you could join me for that video. I look forward to seeing you there, and until then, remember as always, have fun. If you're curious as to whether I've covered a mod in one of my videos, feel free to go along to my website gophersvids.com and check the search functionality out. Just type the name of the mod you're interested in, open up the settings and filter by mods only. Click for search and you will see whether or not I've covered that mod. Click on the mod and it will also show you any of the videos this mod appears in.